Hi there, and welcome to the Celeb Tea. Brittney Cartwright once embodied the image of the perfect Southern sweetheart. Beautiful, charming, and full of grace. She had that down-to-earth warmth that made people instantly gravitate toward her. When she first appeared on Vanderpump Rules, fans were smitten. Her kindness, humility, and genuine nature made her stand out in a cast often known for its drama, scandals, and explosive personalities. In a world full of chaos and ego-driven rivalries, Brittney seemed like a breath of fresh air, the symbol of innocence and decency that reality TV rarely offered. But as the seasons passed, that sparkle began to dim. Behind her ever-present smile and polite manners, the cracks slowly started to show. Fame can be dazzling, but it can also be destructive. And for Brittney, it would test her in ways she never imagined. Heartbreak, betrayal, and public humiliation collided, leaving her struggling to hold on to her true self. This is the journey of Brittney Cartwright, a woman who entered the reality TV spotlight full of dreams and optimism, only to find herself entangled in one of the most emotionally draining stories in reality television history. Brittney grew up in the small town of Winchester, Kentucky, a place far removed from the glittering chaos of Hollywood. Her upbringing was rooted in traditional values: loyalty, faith, family, and hard work. She was a country girl through and through, someone who valued simple joys and genuine connections. But like many young women from small towns, she dreamed of something more: adventure, excitement, and perhaps a little fame. In 2015, fate stepped in when Brittney took a vacation to Las Vegas. There, she met Jax Taylor, Vanderpump Rules' resident bad boy. Known for his wild personality, unpredictable temper, and a long list of controversies, Jax was the complete opposite of Brittney. Yet, against all odds, she fell for him almost instantly. Within months, she packed up her life in Kentucky and moved to Los Angeles, a bold move that would change everything. When Brittney first appeared on Vanderpump Rules, viewers immediately adored her. She was genuine, warm, and refreshingly real. Her Southern charm softened the sharp edges of the cast, and her loyalty to Jax, even when he didn't deserve it, made her both loved and pitied. Brittney became the heart of the show, the girl who always tried to see the good in everyone, even when it hurt her. But that same goodness, that constant need to please, would eventually become her biggest vulnerability. Los Angeles transformed Brittney. The girl from Kentucky was now living under the blinding lights of Hollywood, surrounded by cameras, luxury, and constant attention. Her relationship with Jax quickly became one of the show's central storylines. Fans followed every detail: their arguments, reconciliations, public outings, and Instagram-perfect moments. Together, they became the show's it couple. Brittney's warmth and sweetness balanced Jax's rough personality, creating a dynamic that viewers couldn't look away from. The fame came fast: red carpet events, magazine features, brand deals, and appearances at clubs. Brittney embraced the glamour, the designer dresses, the flawless makeup, and the VIP lifestyle. But underneath it all was a woman trying to hold on to her true identity. She was no longer just Brittney from Kentucky. She was Brittney Cartwright from Vanderpump Rules, a brand, a public persona, a character in a never-ending storyline. Her image on the show became that of the devoted girlfriend, patient, forgiving, and always smiling through the pain. Even when Jax's behavior was harsh or disrespectful, Brittney stood by him. The public admired her loyalty, but many also pitied her. The woman who once symbolized self-respect and simplicity was now stuck defending the man who continually tested her boundaries. Yet, what made Brittney relatable to fans was her authenticity. She didn't hide her Southern roots. She spoke with the same accent, posted old photos from her Kentucky life, and admitted openly that she missed home sometimes. That honesty made her beloved. She wasn't pretending to be someone else. But the deeper she went into the world of reality television, the harder it became to separate who she really was from the role she played for the cameras. Reality TV is not real life, and Brittney learned that the hard way. Every dinner, every argument, every emotional moment was filmed, edited, and broadcast to millions. Every outfit, drink, and facial expression could be turned into gossip or judgment. For someone as gentle as Britney, the pressure was suffocating. She wasn't just living her life anymore, she was performing it. As her fame grew, so did the expectations. She had to look perfect, sound perfect, and maintain her role as Jax's calm and forgiving partner. The weight of being America's sweetheart on a show built around chaos began to wear her down. In interviews, Britney later admitted to struggling with insecurity, body image, and the pressure to fit into Los Angeles's unforgiving beauty standards. She experimented with cosmetic procedures, new looks, and high-end fashion, not because she wanted to, but because she felt she had to. What began as excitement, spa days, social media followers, and new opportunities slowly turned into comparison, self-doubt, and quiet exhaustion. She started to question who she was becoming. The girl who once valued kindness and authenticity now found herself trapped in a world where image mattered more than integrity. In public, Britney always smiled. She laughed on camera, posted happy selfies, and played the part perfectly. But behind the scenes, the constant filming, public criticism, and strain of her relationship with Jax were taking their toll. The dream life she had imagined was slipping away, replaced by a version of fame that was as isolating as it was glamorous. As the cameras kept rolling, Britney's once bright optimism began to fade. What had started as a fairy tale love story was slowly turning into a public struggle for self-worth. Jax's temper, impulsive behavior, and recurring betrayals became recurring headlines, and Britney was often caught in the middle, expected to smile through the pain while the world watched. Every fight, every tear, every apology became entertainment for millions. But for Britney, it was real heartbreak. She tried to hold on to the idea that love could conquer everything, but being loyal to someone who constantly tested her patience came with a heavy price. Her once strong sense of self began to crumble under the pressure of scrutiny, gossip, and emotional exhaustion. Fans who once adored her started questioning her decisions, asking why she stayed, why she forgave, why she kept playing the role of the devoted partner. The same empathy that made people love her was now being used against her. Still, Britney tried to push forward. She threw herself into planning her wedding, hoping that the stability of marriage would bring her peace. The grand ceremony, filled with cameras, laughter, and luxury, was meant to be her happy ending. Yet behind the fairy lights and designer gowns was a woman holding on by a thread. Marriage didn't fix their problems, it only magnified them. As Jax continued to make questionable choices, Britney struggled to maintain a sense of balance between loyalty and self-respect. By the time she became a mother, Britney's priorities shifted. The fame, the drama, and the endless attention started to lose their appeal. She wanted to focus on her child, her health, and rediscovering the woman she once was before Hollywood took over. Slowly, she began stepping back from the spotlight, not out of defeat, but as an act of self-preservation. Brittney Cartwright's story is a reminder that behind every glamorous reality TV image lies a human being, one with insecurities, fears, and dreams. Her journey from small-town girl to reality star and ultimately to a woman reclaiming her peace is one of resilience. She may have been broken by fame, but she was never destroyed by it. In the end, Britney found strength in vulnerability, proving that even in a world built on illusion, authenticity still shines the brightest.